Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today I'm going to be giving you all my review on Shipment 3. To start things off with, the first thing that I did, this did not come in Shipment 3, I bought this myself, was did the Mod Pack 1. This is a very good set, I highly recommend this. This is from AgoraModels.com. And I did some work on the forecastle deck. I added the new capstans, the new steam valves, the new loading hatch, and the new bollards, which have a whole lot more detail in these bollards than the ones that you get with the kit. I'm nowhere near done with the forecastle. Nowhere near done. These winches are eventually going to get replaced. I'm going to eventually replace this anchor. And if they make some better breakwaters, I'll replace them. So I have glued nothing down to my deck. These anchor chain guides are going to be getting replaced. Because Model Mods is working on Pack 2 right now. Pack 2 is going to contain a new anchor. It's also going to contain some new chain guides. So yeah, they're working on replacing a lot of things. And then they're also working on Pack 3. And Pack 3 is going to contain the central anchor and the grill that goes up here. And bollards. It's going to contain some more bollards. And in their Pack 4... they've just now announced Pack 4 is going to be some replacement ladders. Or steps, replacement steps, like step set. But this is how far I've gotten so far on my Titanic forecastle. So, be a lookout for that. There are more mods to come for that. Issue 9 started this off with putting the two sections of the hull together. Which involves sticking these two parts in. Now, it was quite easy putting this metal plate on the top. That was quite easy. And then when you go to put the two sections together, that was a little bit of the fiddly hard part. With mine, this bracer right here did not want to go in place. I had to literally take a pair of pliers, grip it, and push it in there as hard as I could to get it to go. And from doing that, I did damage my rod. You can see the teeth marks from the pliers on my rod. But like I said, I don't think that matters because it'll be hidden inside the ship. And I know later on in the issues, I think it's like 24, 25, there'll be a chain that goes over top of these for the anchor. So that's what those are for. But I don't think that really matters. But it went together fairly well. I would advise basically taking it and do like the instructions do. Hold it right up and then close the two pieces together like that to get them to snap together. Just if you have any problems with that, I just used the power pliers and been careful as I could. But that's what we did in issue 9, was put all of this together. In issue 10, we worked on some of the engine, but we also put the bottom kill section of the ship onto the boat. That was a little bit of a fiddly process, but I got it in there. It wasn't as hard as these two pieces going together. And you see we do have a gap right here, but hopefully the gap will close later on when we get more of the ship together. But if the gap doesn't close, that really doesn't bother me. It won't be seen. It'll be at the bottom of the ship. And then you just basically take a pair of screwdriver, put it down in here. You got a screw right up there. You got a screw here, you got a screw there, and a screw here and a screw there. But that's what we got in issue 10 on the whole. And we also got some extra details for the engine, which we added these little tops of the engine on. I then forgot the name of these things. Oh, what were they? Hang on a minute and I'll tell you. The cylinder heads. We added some cylinder heads. onto the top of the engine. And you can see here, mine still works fairly good. No sticking. And we also added the distribution valves, but I took mine off. I would not advise leaving these on yours. You will break these things in a heartbeat. So I took mine off and put them back in the bag. I'll add them at a later issue. I'll basically add them when we're ready to put it inside the ship. But until then, these are staying off. You don't want to break those. And left over from issue 9, I forgot to show this. Left over from issue 9, you have the cleats and some GM screws that you don't do nothing with these. It tells you to store these for a later issue. I don't even know if we'll be doing anything with these in the next shipment. Probably not. And then you have these left over. These are the breakwaters I had on my ship before. I used the replacement breakwaters that they sent. They sent them in white. I just took some of that wood brown burn color and painted the stems. And they have the replacement steam valves in there, which are like a gold color. And then they have the replacement capstans in here, which are a gunmetal silver color with gold on top of them. So, that's what I got left over that I didn't use. In issue 11, we did our first funnel, which was a very interesting issue. But we did our first funnel. We did the funnel wrapping. We put the little water tank inside with the filter. Mine's still it's still very loose here. You can pull that out like nothing, but I think it's made like that because later on, when you get the steam pipes in here, that will hold this on. But you can see there's the bottom. I also numbered it at the bottom. I put a number 11. That way I'll remember that when I get the second funnel, this one was from issue 11. That way we don't get mixed up with the funnels. I would highly suggest doing that. My grate stayed in perfectly. I didn't have to tape mine in, but I did it anyway for extra precaution. But mine fit perfectly, no problems, and it was a tight fit, so it won't even come out even if this tape is not on there. So mine fit perfectly. The hardest thing that was to do was these screws. With mine, they forgot to drill this hole, and they forgot to drill that hole. So I had to get my micro drill and drill the holes out themselves and then put them in. And after that, it did okay. But yeah, with issue 11, we made the funnel. That was a very fun one. Issue 12, we did the forward well deck. And I did a whole lot of modifications with my forward well deck. I painted these orange. And took a black Sharpie marker and did some little black rudder boards. I painted this steam pipe here in the middle, half orange and white. I painted these two steam pipes white. I painted the winches green. I painted around the cargo hatches samurai sword paint, almost like a gunmetal color. And we put these bollards on. We put these fair lead rollers on. These are the replacement fair lead rollers that they sent in the correct color. So we did all of that. And all that's on there pretty good. And issue 13, that was adding the fair lead rollers and stuff like that. Still left over. That was adding the little bits that I just went over. That was what you did in issue 13. And also in issue 13, you had some parts left over that you do not use in this stage. I think you will be using this in shipment 4. Because all it was an extra set of screws left over. And a really huge metal plate for the keel of the ship. You do not add these in this shipment. I think this will be shipment 4 when we'll add this. But we had that. And then our last one was the officer's quarters. There'll probably be a part 2. The video's fixing to end.